Good morning, Annabel Ferriman, Senior News Editor at the BMJ. Firstly, what is the BMJ's remit?
Well, we cover stories that we think will be of interest to doctors and might affect their everyday practice. We also cover a lot of political stories, things like the reorganisation of the health service, because we feel that has huge implications for the work of doctors. We cover some clinical stories. We also have started doing investigations, which is quite interesting. We've done one which we've published this week, which is about the conflict of interest that some doctors have who are sitting on the executive boards of CCGs, clinical commissioning groups. We also are a journal of record, so actually we cover quite a lot of the major reports that come out. If the King's Fund does a big report, or the Nuffield Trust does a big report, or the Royal College of Physicians, we cover those. We feel that we should actually cover it for the sake of the future, and we might carry an editorial about it, and it might refer back so that our readers can find our summary of the report, really.
How many pages of editorial do you need to fill each issue?
Well, I have 6 pages in the print edition, but I commission 30 stories each week because we have many, many more on the website. And in fact, in the print edition in the UK, because it is predominantly to UK doctors, we have mostly UK stories in the print edition. But as far as the web is concerned, we do a huge number of international stories. We now have a US edition and we have an India edition. And I use about 15 freelancers in the UK, but I have about 25 freelance journalists around the world. And as I say, we cover stories in Europe, India, Australia, New Zealand, everywhere. Not enough in Africa and not enough in South America, actually, but we do have a correspondent in Uganda, and we have a correspondent in South Africa, and we have somebody in Venezuela, but we've got to develop that area, I think.
What type of stories are likely to attract your attention?
Well, good clinical stories are, but we do have a section called Research News. And Research News, they take the main stories, the stories they think are the most important from the 5 big journals, The Lancet, Journal of American Medical Association, the New England Journal, Annals of Internal Medicine, and PLOS Medicine. And they gut that. They take out the best ones, actually. So we don't have as many clinical stories as we used to. There are certain things we don't do. We don't cover drug launches, which I think is of relevance to your public relations people, because I do get a lot of phone calls during the day from people saying, oh, we're launching a new drug, and I have to say there are too many drug launches, and we only really cover drugs when they've been subject to randomized controlled trials and the results are written up in a peer-reviewed journal. So if there's a big result of a drug trial in the Lancet, we will cover it. But we won't just cover the launch of a new drug. There are just too many. The same with devices.